What's up, and thank you for listening to the Steve and Jay Show. I am not Steve, but don't you worry your pretty little heads, because this guy right over here, he happens to be Steve Frazier. I'm Jason Courier, and this is our Battleground prediction show.
Good day.
WWE Battleground 2017.
Good day. And so, obviously, if you're tuning in right now, you're watching us. So, hit that little subscribe on the YouTube and follow us. Oh, yeah, YouTube. And just follow us. So, just hit that little link.
Please follow us.
Please.
Subscribe to us.
Absolutely.
Subscribe.
We'll make your nights happier. How about that?
And your days.
Yeah.
And your afternoons, too. It just depends
Our
on when you
website
feel like
is
listening.
steveandjayshow.com. It is under construction.
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 It's under construction currently. It doesn't even pull up right now.
So you guys have a lot of good things to look for, because
That's
I
what
sound
she
like
said.
an idiot. But anyway, we also have hashtags if people are doing that with the Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah, they got hashtags on the Twitter.
Come on. We haven't bug us.
Hashtag some Steve and Jay
Yeah.
Show, why don't you? Come on.
Steve and Jay Show.
Do us a hashtag.
Seriously, do us a favor. Check it out. You ain't doing nothing better right now. And you're like, dude, these guys sound dope.
Yeah, so you can find us at Steve and Jay Show, right?
Absolutely. So that would probably be my best bet.
I think it's going to be Facebook, right? I mean, everybody has a Facebook. It's easy to find us on Facebook.
I love this argument right
The
now.
little magnifying glass thing
Let's
up at the
see
top
who
of the cell phones.
follows. Come follow us.
Come follow us.
Come follow.
Follow
So-
the buzzards.
We're dropping on because I'm loving this. So what do you got,
Battleground's
B?
coming up.
What do you got? Tomorrow.
So let's just start with the
Prediction.
pre-fight show.
Okay.
The only kickoff show that they've announced right now is Ty Perfect
True.
10 Dillinger
True. And that's the opening fucking show on the
versus
card.
Aiden English. Yeah, like who really cares about either one of those guys right now? Dillinger had such a big buzz when he came from NXT, and they've done nothing.
And that's
with
the
him.
thing. Do you think that they have followers that they're doing their due diligence about, characters? I mean, like what we were talking about, Enzo and Kaz. Like, how do you guys
they
know
push
this?
so much to the
You know what I mean? Is
pre-
it one
the
of those?
pre-fight show, and that really sucks for those guys.
It
'cause
does.
I didn't
doesn't
think about it, but I can't remember even who was it. Aries that was upset that he got pushed to the last
Yes.
pre-fight show
And he got
because he
fired
didn't get
too,
the
by the way.
royalties from the.
it? Yeah, he got fired
Well,
too.
because he came out and said some pretty not so good things apparently, and because he was angry that he didn't get because he doesn't get the DVD royalties then, which makes a lot of sense because
that's a good.
when we looked up their base salaries, remember, and that's not a whole lot, and they make a lot of money off of that type of stuff.
Here it is with Aries.
It's how they make a living.
Well, Aries was dope.
And yeah, so no wonder he was pissed that
He got
he didn't
what you're
even make
saying.
the main card.
Exactly.
Like,
He's
you brought
been
me over here to
broadcasting
stick me on
for
205
how long?
Live, and I didn't even make the main card. So I'm not even getting royalties from.
Folks, if you have anybody that understands wrestling, and we can
stop.
have these conversations.
Yeah, I would like to actually
this
talk to
is
somebody
awesome.
that has some kind of insight into something like that.
Well,
like what goes
we're
into
there.
Austin Aries.
So it makes you think.
But
right?
anyway, so let's do our battle. Let's get
That's
back
one
to
day.
focus here
That's
and
one
get
day.
to our battleground prediction show.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. That's
the
smart,
kickoff
right?
show, Ty Perfect 10 Dillinger versus Aiden English, the lost
What do you got?
match.
What do you got?
I would imagine Ty Dillinger's got to win, right? Wouldn't you think?
I have.
Because Aiden English is pretty much the guy that cries backstage and gets ran through in the ring now, right? That's what he does now.
This is my one match that I don't give a shit about.
Yeah, no, and I think that's why it's on the pre.
Like, come on.
So.
But you started off the show with this.
It just kind of sucks that that's what they've done with Dillinger too.
Well, it makes you think about
I
how
understand that they
strong
don't know what to do with English because they had to fire his tag team partner, but
Well, exactly.
And
And that
their
makes you
tag team
think,
kinda
like,
sucked
how
anyway.
strong is this organization right now that you have to do all of that around these guys.
Well, in SmackDown,
That's what you got.
the whole thing with the Fashion Police, they're teasing a tag team coming out at Battleground, because remember the horse head that was in the whole 7 reference, and it said Battleground. So
It's
at
a Bray
Battleground,
Wyatt. It's
we're
a Bray
gonna.
Wyatt-ish.
You think it did kind of feel kind of Bray
Right?
Wyatt-ish, didn't it?
CM Punk-ish.
But
It's
CM Punk.
Punk.
Do you think that they could bring
He's
CM
coming
Punk
back,
in?
bro. I'm telling you.
But it's got to be
We're
a tag team.
talking
Who do you
right
think
now.
they would have him tag team with?
No, he's coming back. He had
Like just
his
some
monster
sort of random he's
Mr. Raj.
messing with them kind of thing.
You know that Mr. Raj.
Instead of a tag team like everybody expects it to be.
B, you gave me a high five. Mr. Raj.
You did say it right.
I
Nice.
did.
Nice.
CM Punk's going to do the same shit. He's going to come out.
He's the type that always has people around him.
He was a Seth Rollins.
That's what you said that before.
Yeah, how long did he roll with that? How long did it last?
Before.
Where's he at now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're digging.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because you shouldn't have to dig. With that lineup, I mean, come on.
Man.
There's a lot of entertainment there that's on the board.
The SmackDown lineup is better than the Raw lineup by far, and they only have to fill 2 hours instead of 3 hours. That
might be their
3-hour ring
advantage.
is a tough one for Monday Night Raw to hit every single week.
Absolutely. And that might be their advantage. So, in the crutch on the Raw thing is we're 3 hours, you're 2.
Yeah.
Well, okay, well.
And the
Why
funny
don't
thing
we
is, Raw
switch?
should have the better talent. They're top heavy, but they don't have the mid card area that is.
Well, not even then, but I mean, just think about it. Like, you have this big roster. Obviously, you have a bigger one than SmackDown because you're an hour longer.
Yeah,
And this is what you got.
When they did the split, it was 2-1, right?
So when we did our little check down, you're like, wow, this is a SmackDown thing.
Mhm.
Like, wow, this is so much shorter, but it's the same shit.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, when I made my notes for Monday Night Raw, and then I made my notes for SmackDown,
Mhm.
and I had notes for Raw that were 3 full pages that were scrunched down to the bottom where I barely fitted on 3 pages, and all I did was I wrote the opponent, and then I wrote a quick little who won and how it happened, and that was it.
You feel it.
That was it. So we're talking about a very small space. I filled 3 pages worth of notes
Exactly.
on Raw, and
Exactly.
I stretched to get a page and a half off of SmackDown.
So you have to understand, like, when you listen to our stuff, like our podcast,
It's just
our show,
less
listen to us
product
talking,
that they've-
like, you see what we put into this
Right.
to keep you hooked in. To keep
Yeah,
you
could you
listening.
imagine having to fill 3 hours? And
I
then
could not.
come back the next day and fill
B,
2,
I could-
and
nope.
then they've also got to fill an hour worth of 205 Live, and then an hour worth of NXT. And
Do 5 nights of fucking
my God,
5
I
hours
can't
of
imagine.
recording and barely have 30 minutes?
I can't imagine.
Yeah, like, no.
So anyway, let's get back on track here and talk about Battleground. So who do you think's going to win, Ty Dillinger or Mr. Aiden? He can sing real good English.
I say Dillinger.
Yeah, I think it's got to be.
Why else
Ty,
would he
right?
be here?
Yeah, it's
We
gotta be
obviously
Ty.
know English, but right? So is this a new Seth Rollins? New answer? Like, I mean, what do you think? Like, honestly,
Ty,
I
was
think
that kind of what you thought? Maybe he might be the next Seth
right?
type.
The new answer?
Yeah, he was pretty popular back in NXT. Like, he was a big deal. They liked him a
Exactly.
lot. And the
So
crowd
is that why
really
they shut
liked him.
down the British and all that bullshit?
I don't know what's going on.
To think
there,
that,
man.
right? To think that this might be the new thing. But
Yeah.
even then, like, what do you think? Do they go there, or do we put our interest
You mean
in this?
With Ty in particular, do they go there?
Yeah, Ty.
I don't know what they're going to do with Ty Dillinger, honestly.
So why did they put him in this limelight to where we are discussing and talking about him?
The only thing that I'm thinking is at least he made the pre-fight, because he didn't even do that before.
Made the card.
Yeah, he didn't even do that
That does
before.
say
So
a
it's
lot.
a step
Yeah,
at
it
least
does say a
to
lot.
that he's made the pre-fight now. So maybe next time he'll make. I don't think he's going to make the SummerSlam card, obviously. So the next big one he's not going to make. I don't believe unless they make a major turnaround on his character, but I don't see him making the SummerSlam
No, it makes total
card.
sense, dude. Makes total sense. Absolutely. Well,
So
I mean, that just gives
he's
everything
taking
else.
steps. So he'll probably make the pre-fight for SummerSlam, I would think, next.
So what do we got next? What do you got?
Let's talk about the tag team titles next. I've always been kind of a sucker for tag teams.
Division. That is your division.
I like my tag teams. So.
Yes. Yeah, that is your division.
What
you got?
We got the New Day against the Usos.
That's right.
They're not going to rap battle before the match,
that's the SummerSlam match. It's going to be a repeat.
You think they're going to do it again?
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
You think the New Day will be the champions at SummerSlam, though,
Well, you had...
Because I kind of got a feeling they're going to win the title this weekend.
Hold on. You had the Usos that hold a record for the longest tag team champs. And then who broke it?
Well, but the New Day didn't break Usos' record. They broke Demolition's record, didn't they?
Demolition was the new ones that came up. Where's Demolition right now?
They're long gone. They retired years ago.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying that's who New Day.
So you got two active
record.
tag team champions. They're fighting to say that we have the longer.
Oh, the longest active. I see.
Yeah.
So Usos were the longest active.
I'm just saying.
saying.
So that.
Well, and
makes sense.
Usos were what, tag team of the year?
Well, that would make
2
sense
years in
for
a
the
row,
pay-per-view,
something like
right?
that.
That's the whole point of the pay-per-view match, right? You got all this history.
Supposedly,
and
right?
else.
I mean, the pay-per-views have grown to be so watered down.
Unfortunately, yeah. To make you think there's something going to be greater next one.
Well, and
to make you order
the
it.
mid pay-per-views now that they hold in between the bigger pay-per-views like SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, the mid like Battleground. These have basically become glorified episodes of SmackDown or Monday Night Raw, depending on who's putting it on.
You're totally right. But at the same time, though, I mean, you're totally right. But at the same time, though, that makes that storyline to where we're the reason. Actually, let me rephrase that. They're the reason that we're sitting here talking that this is how it's supposed to be. We all have opinions. And it all makes sense.
Well, yeah, no. And so anyway, let's
the good thing about that.
get back on track once again here. Who's your pick? I think New Day is going to beat the Usos. What's
I think it's the Usos.
Yeah, you think Usos? So
Because
they're going to hold on to it. And
well, because The Rock's coming back.
you're so stuck on The Rock coming
I
back.
am.
It's awesome.
I am.
I love it.
I am.
You're so stuck.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
You're so stuck on The
Motherfucker,
Rock
when he
coming
comes back and makes a present,
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he's going to do his little
motherfucking beer. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
You're gonna shotgun that motherfucker.
Do you know when the last time I shotgunned a beer? Or even slammed a beer?
Well, this next time you can say thank you.
It's because The Rock is back. I'll tell you what, yeah, I would. If The Rock actually comes back and wrestles, I would
I'm telling you.
Destroy a beer just for you. How about that?
Please do.
Yeah, so that's...
I'll destroy one if I'm wrong.
You would do that anyway, so it doesn't really mean much.
I'm telling you, he's coming back. Belittle me, laugh at me.
No, I'm not laughing at all. Oh, well,
He's
yeah, I
coming
did
back,
actually
dude.
laugh. I'm not laughing at him coming back.
Sure.
I'm laughing at how stuck you are on.
I'm
like even the
serious.
Usos winning it somehow.
Why are we talking about the Usos?
Because they're fighting the New Day this weekend at Battleground for the tag team.
That's what I'm
championships.
saying. Why do you think you're still relevant?
Yeah. No. Except they're only relevant because because of their whole family bloodline. But and
You
they
can
are
say about the
they're a
bitch.
good tag team too. I'm not digging the gimmick that they're going with right now, but they're a good tag team. I always liked them.
What do we always say the best match of the night is? It's the women's division.
It's always the women's division. Yeah, the women always steal the show.
This helps out the women's division.
Because of...
Nia.
Really? You think so?
Yes. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Divas. Look how big Divas went. Is there a show about
You
fucking
mean The
dudes?
Rock coming out?
I'm
helps,
just saying.
helps
Rock
the
or
women's
not.
division
Rock,
too. That's what you're getting at.
hey,
I'm sorry.
well, I'm just saying. Rock or
You're
not.
still stuck on The Rock.
Total Divas.
I love it. I like it. No, yeah, I agree. If The Rock would come out, that would be spectacular for the WWE. That would help out in so many different areas. It would be awesome.
I just like
don't know
like the
if
fact that
he
you're sitting there
wants to.
laughing at me, looking at me like that. It's like, okay, bro, like I'm gonna remember this.
No, I don't know if he wants to do it though.
He's already coming back.
I hope
Jason.
so. No, I hope you're right. And
SummerSlam, bruh.
SummerSlam.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay. I hope so. No, I hope you're right. I can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it.
Him and CM Punk at the same time.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
I'm dead serious.
Well, if his wife's coming back, then why wouldn't CM Punk come back too? And he seems to be pretty mature type dude now. When you see him in interviews and stuff, I would totally see him being willing to bite the bullet and actually come back, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take both of those
Well, it's
sides.
not going to take anything. Like, he already
Biting the bullet and coming
succumbed to that. Like, hey, like, I don't want to do
Well,
it.
he said a lot of stuff about the WWE, and they said a lot of stuff about him.
But he signed
That's
out.
my thing.
He's no longer,
Yeah, you've said he's done with the whole.
Yeah.
And he's got to
So
make
now
money
it
somehow.
makes sense. Now he's so desperate.
I could see him coming back and being a part timer, but
He's not going to be a part timer.
really, I could see him doing the part time thing, just
He's
based
a
off of his
revolutionary
interviews that
guy.
I've seen.
Mm-mm.
Really,
He's going to be the new Bray Wyatt.
it'd be
He
dope.
wresles every once
It'd be dope
in
if
a
it was,
while,
but he makes his appearances every week, kind of thing. That's what I mean, though. Like, his actual in ring, like I think it's going to be a part time thing. It'd be cool. Yeah. You think?
He's a little fashion. Remember they called it fashion?
Mm.
Yeah, he's gonna have a new shit.
Some sort of group. Yeah. That's what I was just gonna say. You think that he's gonna form another group?
Don't be surprised if who were we talking about before?
How far back you going?
With Triple H? Oh, Seth Rollins?
Oh, the other night.
Don't you think that he's might have something to do behind this?
Huh. Well,
Start some shit.
he's gonna have to eat some crow if he wants.
I think it's
CM Punk to-
I think it's between him and Kurt Angle, and they're gonna both set up some teams. And they split that shit.
See, I'm still stuck on my whole. Jason Jordan's gonna turn on Kurt Angle, and they're gonna go that route for WrestleMania. But at SummerSlam, I think they're still gonna be cool.
It's
and
fine.
then it's
I'm
gonna
talking
be
about
in between.
a division. I'm talking about a division.
Yeah.
They're gonna divide that.
Yeah,
shit.
no, with CM Punk, you think he's gonna? Yeah, that would be cool. Which we need some new blood. We need some new groups.
Well, it'd be CM Punk and fucking Seth
Cool
Rollins.
little faction would be cool.
No, it'd be CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and a little Dean in the background
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd take that.
chirping.
Yeah, I'd take that.
I'm not cool with this.
That
You
wouldn't
don't
be
tell
bad.
me what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd take that.
And I think we're gonna
So anyway, all right, let's get back to our Battleground prediction show, because we're almost 20 minutes in now and we've only predicted one match.
But wasn't it? Just totally cool.
So-
Okay, let's get to it. So what do you got?
Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin. Mr. Money in the Bank Baron Corbin.
Boo.
I think this is one of those matches that's going to feel like a glorified SmackDown, in that there's not going to be any winner. It'll be like a stupid count out, or somebody will come in and interfere in some way, or Baron Corbin will just flat out walk out. He'll grab his briefcase and walk out, or
See, I find it different.
something's gonna.
I find it
Because the
way.
last pay-per-view that happened with Raw, that's all it was a bunch of stupid endings.
No, I got you. I find it different. I see it going this way, and this is why we have this show. And I'm sitting here talking away from the fucking mic, and I apologize. Sounds so much better. Oh,
Oh, there goes your everything.
there it goes. Hold on.
So yeah, go ahead and pick up from.
Well, I was just saying,
And then
like,
roll right into your prediction on Nakamura and Corbin, because I already did mine.
well, I mean, you have to think that obviously they're building up something. Knowing the WWE fans that we do, and all the characters
with Nakamura and
Yeah,
Corbin in their building.
So I'm really I'm confused. What are they doing with him?
Mm.
You know, using his popularity.
He is very popular, and he's got a buzz about him.
Absolutely. So it makes you think, like, why are they, like, taking that backseat road on a character that they have that can revive this whole shit?
See, and I don't think they're taking a back seat to him. I think that they're having him fight Mr. Money in the Bank, and they're
I think
really
they're treating him like
pushing
Bailey.
Corbin. They have been, so...
Well, he's a Bailey,
Who?
right?
Who
Nakamura.
is? Nakamura is, you think? Really?
I really do. And,
God, I hope they don't
and
Bailey him up.
Exactly, and I think that they're going on that. And I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, I hope they don't Bailey it up.
You know, ride it for so long and
Yeah.
not do anything about it.
That would really suck.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
But I see that,
I don't see him screwing.
and I think that's the importance with, we're going to go off subject here, but I think
That's
it's
a shock.
important, but with Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
You know,
With
he
the-
was supposed to be the answer.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the new
but
one.
See, Seth is young, though. Nakamura isn't. That's what the whole catch with Seth was, is he was
But
a
that's the
younger
thing,
guy.
though. Are they
They
gonna-
don't have a lot of younger guys that...
No, you're right. But are they going to treat him like a Seth Rollins? And here we are talking about him. They didn't treat him right. They didn't do it right.
Well, if he gets hurt, that's what they do with everybody that gets hurt. But,
Well, he's a character that everybody's rooting for. You know? And so here
Right.
we are talking about characters. That's what I'm saying. I just really hope that they don't go that way with him.
I hope not.
Because they got something special with him.
He's awesome.
He's dope.
He's awesome.
He's got the presence. He's
I
got
can't get
the
enough of the guy.
intro music. He's got the character. He has no manager. Like
the
come
first
on.
time I saw him too, I was like, and then he grew on me. I was like, dude, this guy's
Yeah.
awesome. Like, he's awesome.
Oh, he's my fashion police to you, or as that? Yeah.
Yeah, but that was in
Grows
NXT
on.
when he grew on me, though. So by the time he came
Even
up
further,
because
but that's okay.
that was during our little stint where we actually tried to watch NXT on a consistent basis, which we should get back to because it's actually a pretty decent
Dude,
product.
it's so cool.
It's a good little product.
It really is.
It's most NXTs that we watch are better than either Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, one or the other. Not both, but one or the other most of the time.
But
So,
we can dance around it. You know what I mean? Because it's feasible.
we can dance around it.
It's
So,
good character.
Yeah. So,
You know, it's good music. It's a good song. We like it. Good beat.
so who do you think's gonna win? What's gonna happen?
Oh.
Nakamura or? I don't think anybody's gonna win.
I think Nakamura's gonna lose.
You think he's gonna lose? Really?
Yep.
Well, because they can't have Mr. Money in the Bank lose a match, right? I mean, they just can't do that.
There you go.
So they got to protect him.
Well, at the
But
same time,
Nakamura
though, like
can't
not protecting
lose
him,
either.
but protecting the Money in the Bank winner.
That's what I mean. Like, it's all about the Money in the
Right.
Bank winner. Yeah, they can't. So yeah,
I don't know.
I would agree with that if I didn't think that they would. I just don't think they're going to do that to Nakamura. I don't think they can.
Well, you can't. You've been hyping him up for so long,
Right?
But it makes sense though for him to lose.
It would make sense. It would. Yeah, it would.
Wouldn't it
Because
not?
just because of the whole Baron Corbin, they can't have him.
Well, because of his
lose.
fans,
They're not going to have.
It
him
keeps
lose.
us reeling.
But I think they could have. Well, I don't know. They could have Mr. Money in the Bank lose, right? I mean, even though he's going to be the champion eventually, can't you have
Makes
him
sense.
lose now?
It makes sense.
Like,
As crazy as it might sound, it makes sense.
I guess they could have him lose.
I mean, why
Maybe.
not?
I don't know.
You're setting up for something.
That's one that I'm on the fence on. I really think that they are too, and they're just not going to have anybody win that one.
Well, I mean,
They
even
would-
if you look at it,
Just based off of previous, like I said before, previous.
that's what I'm saying.
events.
If you look at it with the previous everything else, what's different? He's still a loser. And
Yeah.
we're sitting here talking about him.
Yeah.
I think they have a little future with him, and I like it.
I think they have a future with both those guys. That's why I don't think that
You just don't. They don't know
be
where to
a-
go with it.
Dead set winner. I don't think that whoever wins is going to be a clean pin win.
Hey,
I think
that's-
something's going to have to happen
That makes sense. That makes sense.
because both those guys are
I mean, why not? With that character and what they have
Both those characters. And
yeah.
they really like Baron Corbin. I know he's kind of boring, but they really like Baron Corbin.
I think
And
you're only doing this.
I shouldn't say that. And I like Baron Corbin too. You know I like Baron Corbin. I've liked Baron Corbin since NXT.
I think they're doing this is getting a response of where we should go with this guy. Because apparently we've already done this route.
He's going to be the champ at some point. They've already decided that.
Exactly.
Pretty much, right?
So how do we go with this?
Unless...
Characteristically.
Do you think that maybe... Since Baron Corbin is kind of a tooly character and a heel, that
it's not necessarily
he
that
could
he's a
cash in his
character.
Money in the Bank, and they could have him not win, because everybody always assumes that when they cash in Money in the Bank, that it's a guaranteed win.
He's already a winner.
Well, but that's the
Right?
contract is for the
Right?
match, so they always throw it in at the
Exactly.
point when
So that's
the
why they're
champ's
bringing him
always.
up now.
But that's what I'm saying. Could it be that maybe he throws it in and doesn't? Nah, I don't see it either.
I don't need it. I don't. He's not gonna win it.
Yeah,
He's not the guy. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Being the
saying.
guy.
To win the title, I don't.
Yeah, he's not the guy. I see what you're saying.
Unless
I
he's just
agree.
holding on to it for Nakamura to take it off of him.
Or just to have that interest
somebody else to-
in that weight, right?
He's not the long-term champ, just like
He's not. Sasha.
Jinder isn't.
Oh, not Sasha. The Usos. Who's the wife? That's the champ.
Oh, Naomi. Really, you don't like her? She's grown
not
on
a
me.
champ.
Yeah,
She doesn't have
I
that
like
flow
Naomi.
about her.
Yeah, I like Naomi. She's
She
awesome.
She don't sway me as
Sway.
I'm trying to be concerned and trying to have some static electricity, like some stickum, some stickum.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be the champion.
See, I like her. I dig her.
I just
think
don't
she's
feel
pretty
that
cool.
though.
Yeah.
I feel
she's
that
kind of grown on me as a character, and I like the glow thing that she does now. Like
Well,
some of the
she
stuff she does
has.
cool. Like what she did with the belt, I think is kind of cool. Where it
Well,
changes colors. Like that's
even then though,
pretty
now
nifty.
she's the champ, and that glow is no longer as extreme as it was before, right? And so she's done her purpose. That's what I'm saying. I think there's going to be a switch, and that's not going to be Charlotte. It's not going to be.
And then speaking of the Fatal 5-Way, that is between the Fatal 5-Way elimination,
go.
that is between Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Tamina,
I think it's going to be Tamina.
and Lana.
Tamina or Lana. That's
One or the
my
other.
one. Two
Probably.
things. Because they're already setting up.
Because everybody else is pretty well set.
Yeah,
Charlotte,
they've
Becky
all done
Lynch,
their
and
thing.
Natalya all are pretty well
Absolutely.
set, and the other two need.
Well, it
need
gives
some
that
kind of
interest
a win like
in
this.
not only to the division, but to WWE, period.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
The storylines are always dropping. They're always crazy.
I love the women's division, and I think that the women's division is actually going to get even better because of the Mae Young Classic that's coming up, and I think I would like to have them
That's when shit
do
starts
a
popping.
205 Live type thing, but
I'm
with
glad-
the women's and have an actual show.
I'm glad you said the Mae Young competition.
The classic,
That's
Mae Young Classic,
classic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
the women's tournament.
That starts it right there.
Yeah, I think that's going to kick off.
That's going to be huge.
And I think they've got some things
Huge.
on the under that are bubbling up that they are keeping under wraps at this point. With
Makes
it
you think.
approaching.
Makes you think, did Triple H and his wife,
I know.
apparently she had an injury, right?
Yeah.
But she was working out.
Yeah, she really gone
She broke
just
character.
training. Yeah.
What do you really
Yeah, is she really
got
off
going
training?
on?
Like, is she going to enter the Mae Young Classic?
I mean, let's be honest. Like,
That'd
the
be
women's
dope.
division
That
right
would
now
actually
is
be pretty
very
dope
interesting.
if Stephanie McMahon like dropped a bomb and said, "You know what? I'm entering the tournament. I'm entering the tournament."
I don't see that.
I don't see it either.
Crazy, right? I'm just saying, like, that's the thing about WWE.
Yeah.
Like surprises, and we're popping.
That would be pretty cool if they did that. I don't know if they will, but that would be pretty cool if they did. I'm looking forward to the Mae Young Classic, and I'm also looking forward to the Fatal 5-Way Elimination match.
What do you got with that, by the way?
I kind of agree with you. I think that it's going to be either Tamina or Lana, most likely, because Charlotte doesn't need the win, Becky Lynch doesn't need the win, nor
They already got
Natalya.
their accolades.
They all,
Exactly.
all three of them are set, and they don't need.
We already know what they're about.
They don't need this, so
Exactly.
I could see either Tamina or
Tamina.
Lana or
Yeah.
Tamina. I can see.
I cut my hair for you, girl.
Yeah, I can see that.
Shave my back for you.
Could have a piece of yours. Give me a piece of your hair.
I'm kind of with you on that.
I'm trying to build a doll.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're totally right. You're on that. And I think that this surprise, as far as, like, what we're looking upon as far as, future, matches or whatever, I think this woman thing is going to take the icing off the cake. Because it's all about conversation. So, how much conversation can we have about
the
two
women's
dudes?
Division and
But
versus
exactly.
Yeah, no, I got you. Okay, speaking of surprise, we got a surprise coming.
What do you got
for the Fashion Police, don't we?
Dude,
with the horse's
so cool.
head and
They're
the
so
box.
cool.
Pretty cool little like.
Oh, they're so cool.
7 reference.
No, they're so cool.
We talked about this in the previous show.
It reminds me and you. We can sit
two
there
of them
and like
just being goofy as shit. Yeah.
No, not even. No.
Don't touch me.
Not. I'm sorry, touching you. Not even that. Like just being in the situation and like talking it out, and I'm sitting here listening to you. And then I do like the little dumbass little fucking.
They really do a good job,
dude.
So, but anyway, they're gonna have a surprise opponent, and I'm hoping it's somebody brand new that nobody's heard of. That
I was UK.
Somebody from the UK. That I don't care.
Dude.
If it's somebody new, that would be. I don't care where they come from. I'm hoping it's not
totally
just somebody coming over from Monday Night Raw.
Just like
like
put a little shake in the bait.
Somebody else from some other program because they lost a tag team from their tag team division when they sent Jason Jordan over there.
Yeah,
so
they
lost
the
American Alpha. So
yeah, American Alpha.
They're pretty light on their tag team, so they need new tag team blood in.
Well,
SmackDown.
It's not even that. It's just like if that's what you see your feature is, that you break up that tag team, then so what do you have in mind now?
Yeah,
I mean, there's got to be some competition.
Going somewhere with this.
Yeah, there's got to be. Yeah, they got to go somewhere with it. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. They're alpha male, right? And you're gonna break up alpha male.
Oh, American Alpha. You mean?
American Alpha.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, that was up and coming young, and right after they broke up, Enzo and Cass too. So they've broken up.
Well, it was the whole
2 tag
thing.
teams within just a couple of weeks.
Exactly. And this is what
each
you got
from
for
each
it?
program.
Like, boo.
One from each program.
What's our dog's name?
Enzo. Well, we've covered this.
I know. I'm just saying. Like, come on.
I know that was.
You're gonna break
that's
that
one
up
of our
for
favorite
this?
tag teams. I know. And
boo.
Pisses me off every time I hear this shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
So it's going to be some sort of a tag. They've got to add.
I think so.
Add something new, right?
You.
I'm hoping it's not just somebody.
I'm totally with you.
Because Monday Night Raw lost too, right? Everybody's
the
tag team division's super thin everywhere, so they've got to. You think it's Sanity? I didn't even think of that. I just.
Well, you said
do you
broken.
Think it could be Sanity. I didn't even.
They're setting up broken.
In my head while I'm
well,
talking,
they're setting
I was trying
up
to think
broken.
of.
So there's got to be competition for broken somewhere. So you're gonna bring somebody out for that.
Package,
I understand that, but I'm just saying they're stepping up. I don't know what they're doing, but they're stepping up something.
Yeah, they're up to something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's got to be competition somewhere. NFC, AFC.
They haven't
right?
been around. Everybody always talks about how they suck and how they do everything wrong, but they haven't been around for this long and own everything because they don't do it right. They usually do it
You're totally right.
I mean,
they didn't do it for no reason.
They're not in the position that they're at because they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
They do know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Clearly.
And so that gives us the ability to go on.
To be critical about everything they do.
Not even that. Just be on the internet. Have our show. Have you, listeners, listen to us.
Hopefully. Yeah.
And then hopefully that you're sitting there muffling.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, yeah, I remember that. Or, yeah, I'm with you. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you disagree, I threaten you to come call on our shit. You know what I mean? We're pretty vocal, pretty fluctual.
Fluctual. That's
and
a
lenient.
nice word there.
And lenient.
That's a cool made up word there.
Fluctual.
Fluctual.
Yeah, we fluctuate. Up and down. And that's why I said lenient. So you might...
All right. We need to get back on track again because we're pushing 45 minutes here and we've still got some matches to predict. Let's go U.S. title match.
Oh, boy.
AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. I'm hoping they don't give it back to
It's
Kevin
gonna
Owens
be.
after.
I was just about to say it's gonna be.
I don't think they
Kevin
will.
Owens.
You think it is?
Yep.
No. Really? Like
Y2J
in some kind of
is-
shady way?
Hey,
or-
Y2J's got to have his fucking scene.
Really? You
and
think
his
he's going to
exit.
come out in some way?
Oh, he's gonna. Yeah,
He's been
doing one
awfully
and
quiet.
done.
They haven't done. He's been doing his little band thing,
because he's on tour.
Yeah.
I showed you.
his
Yeah,
little
I followed him.
Fonzie thing or whatever it is.
He's gonna be
Fonzie,
one and
right?
done.
AJ Styles, you think, is going to be one and done?
No,
Well, AJ
Jericho.
Styles is a champ.
Jericho is going to wrestle somebody for the championship belt. Whoever it is, or where the fuck WWE does. His tour just ended last week.
So he's going to come back for
He's
some
gonna
kind
come
of-
back. Yes, he's gonna come back for one and done, and then he's gonna back on the Mozzie
So you
tour.
think Kevin Owens will win
That's
it from,
that's a funny
from
thing.
AJ Styles, and then
Do you know the name of
he's
his
going to come
band?
in and win
The name of
it?
his band,
Fozzy.
Mozzie.
Mozzie? I thought it was Fozzy with an F.
It's Mozzie Fozzie. What was the '70s show with the taxi, the Fonz? Hey,
Not with a taxi.
I know, but hey,
With the Fonz? That's
Fonz.
Happy Days.
wasn't it a taxi?
No.
His Fonzie's dad didn't drive a fucking taxi, and he didn't run a fucking burger joint.
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't watch that shit.
What? That's
And even when I did, I was like 3.
who's the guy? Who, I can't fucking remember his name. That did the little leprechaun, and he died, killed himself.
Jim Henson.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, Robin Williams.
He was the
Oh,
taxi driver. Wasn't it called Taxi?
yeah, that's a totally different TV show. Like, completely different.
It might be right on that.
Anyway, why in the fuck are we talking
I
about
don't
that?
know.
Jesus.
Being stupid. You can edit that out.
So, anyway, you think it's going to be Kevin Owens beating AJ Styles for the
Of
US
course.
title?
It's been the same way the whole time. Has it not?
I think AJ Styles is going to hold on to it, though. That's my prediction. But I would rather see him do that.
Somebody's
so I
on
guess
the
that's
exit.
why.
Somebody's leaving. Like, for good.
They always say that shit, though.
I know.
Everybody's always leaving.
I know.
Like, always.
I know.
You always hear these rumors. This guy's leaving. This guy's always coming back. Like, and then nothing happens.
It's going to be one of the two. It's going to be AJ Styles or fucking our boy Jericho. It's going to be one of the
See,
two.
that's another thing. Jericho's coming back. Like, there's another rumor. Like, and then nothing's
he's
going to
not
happen in this
coming
match,
back.
or he's not going to come back, or nothing.
We just talked about it. He was touring.
No, I understand, but my understanding was that he
Well,
was
he's
done,
booked.
and he's just going to do his tour
He's
thing, and he's
in it.
done.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that he's got to be the right candidate to Do something.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Get involved in some way.
It's fucking
His
Y2J.
character ended up being too good.
It's Y2J. I mean, come on.
Yeah, his return was too good. But anyway, okay. We only got 2 more here. We're chugging along. We're almost there, folks. Thanks for sticking with us, for all 2 of you that are still listening.
My bad. Yeah, 2 that are listening right now.
So,
good for you.
Our flag match.
What do you got?
Flag match.
Ooh.
Flag match.
Interesting.
John Cena against Rusev. On Tuesday, they pretty much laid out what the rules are going to be. You have to beat your opponent not only to the point where you have to climb up to the turnbuckle and grab your flag, you have to walk it up the ramp and plant it on the thing that Rusev did. Which was kind of a neat way for them to show the rules on Tuesday, but anyway, I'm not a fan of Rusev.
I've got a slider.
He was looking cut, by the way.
I've got a slider. Do you think that's where Nikki comes back, where she's healthy, where Lana tries to help out Rusev, and then she comes out and fucks shit up?
They seem to be trying to separate Rusev and Lana, though. So I don't know if they're going to...
They've been setting a lot up for Nikki.
They seem to be really pushing Lana separating from Rusev.
And it makes sense, too, because Daniel Bryan, like, he's going to do his own shit here in a minute anyway. So, what better story do you have from 2 people like coming from these injuries? Like,
you know what I mean?
Oh my bad. I don't know. I feel there's something coming. I really do.
They better have something going on because, like you said the other night, it's kind of getting boring. It's getting to the point where it's the same old thing.
Yeah, it's the same
so they've got to have something new coming out, and they've got areas like the tag team division that's getting thin because they're breaking people up and they're moving this guy here and that guy there, and
well, even then, that's why we have our viewers listen to us, because we think about that, and you're thinking about that as yourself too at the same time, and we're just talking about it.
Yeah, we are.
It makes sense, anyway. Doesn't it?
So this flag match that we were talking about.
What do you got?
I think John Cena's going to win, of course. He's got to, right? Has to. The old US of A.
I beg to differ.
Really? You think Rusev's going to win?
I think his wife and him are going to have a mixed tag team.
Yeah,
yep.
Gotcha. Yeah,
yep.
No,
I beg to differ. It's setting up fucking SummerSlam.
Well, probably. Yeah, with
the winner has the title.
Yeah. Oh, the title? What kind of title, though?
The championship.
Like the championship?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they would do that. I could see a
Why
mixed
not?
tag.
What else is going to be better right now? What do you got? You know what I mean?
So you think in between now and then,
yes,
either
I do.
Rusev,
yes,
or obviously Cena is probably going to be the one.
I think Cena's going to swoop it.
Yeah, probably take it off Jinder in some way.
You know, doing the challenge, one of those little fucking things.
Off of AJ Styles or off of Jinder? Like, do you think he's getting the U.S. title, or do you think
he's going to be the title holder?
I think he's getting the title.
Yeah,
like the WWE.
That's what I'm getting at.
Some point,
yeah,
from
at
Jinder.
some point. Yeah, at some point.
Which leads us to our main event. That is
with the cronies. There you go.
Jinder Mahal against Randy Orton in the Punjabi prison match. Which I'm a little bit more intrigued. I hated on how long the whole segment was.
Here we go.
On Tuesday.
Here we go.
But I'm kind of intrigued with... I liked seeing the Punjabi prison. Like, I'm kind of intrigued with... I think they could do some pretty cool stuff. Especially with the in-between cages. With jumping off of the...
I see your point. I see your point.
If they let them do it.
But
I don't know what all they're... With those two wrestlers...
Got you. I'm going to cut you off real quick. That characteristically, you're already pumped, right? What does he do with these special moves that gets you pumped? What you're talking about right now about
neither one of those wrestlers do anything.
They don't do shit. Exactly.
Now, if this was like a Seth Rollins involved match, or the Hardy Boys were in this match, or
exactly,
somebody that actually did something was in this match. With Randy Orton, doesn't really do a whole lot anymore.
It's going to be the same. I'm really sorry.
They're just both.
I just feel it's going to be the same
guys that beat people
fucking
up now.
Boring outcome, right?
Yeah, I can
I
totally
mean,
see that.
we have WrestleMania not too long ago. Like it just passed. No, ahead. Anyhow.
No, it wasn't too long ago, and it feels like it wasn't too long ago, but it was. It was back in January, so it's 6 months ago.
Well,
So we're chugging along to the other side
I
of
got
they're
you.
leading into WrestleMania now, where
This is what
they've got
we have to
SummerSlam
deal
and
with.
Royal Rumble left now as far as their major and Survivor Series too, right?
Oh, yep.
As far as their
Yep.
major
Yep.
pay-per-views that
Yep.
are left.
Yep. Because
So-
there's 3 of them, and then 2 bullshit ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
Right.
there'll probably be 47 bullshit ones in between.
I'm just
Great Nuts on Fire.
that is true. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
Anywho.
who do you think's going to win the Punjabi prison match?
I think Mahal's gonna win.
Yeah, I do too. I agree. I concur. And I think that the Singh brothers are going to get involved in some way. I think that the whole...
They're gonna have that. I'm with you on that.
I think this is
too.
going to be a long match.
It's gonna be a long little battle between like whoever, and they're gonna have that. Just what you're saying, that threesome.
Yeah,
That's
they're
why I
gonna
think that
somehow get
maybe that
involved.
Shield somehow that faction.
They're going to have...
It has that tendency where it's leaning towards it. I
Do you
mean,
think Randy Orton could be
Randy-
involved in...
who?
Randy Orton can be involved in some sort of
Somebody.
faction. See, I don't.
I don't.
I think Jinder's just going to flat out win it.
I think he's off his own little thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's age before
I think Randy's
beauty.
at the sunset.
Well,
point
it's
of his
age before
career.
beauty, right? So he's been there. He was the youngest champion ever. He's done his thing.
Yeah, he's already
He's
been
done.
there, done that. And,
He's
yeah,
been there,
it's-
done it.
It's Jinder's turn now until John Cena takes it from him, I think.
so too. I
And-
think so.
So,
As boring as he is, though. Fuck. Rather
Jinder,
see
yeah,
Orton,
he's
but
the best.
I'm with you on that. Sorry. What do you got?
I like his character and then don't like his character at the same time.
I like his
Jinder
character, but I
does-
don't like his cronies.
Man, I'm not a big fan.
You know
I'm
what I'm
the
saying?
same. I said this with when we talked about SmackDown. How
Uh-huh.
when Maria Kanellis got too involved, I
Oh,
don't like
there
it
you
when
go.
anybody gets too involved.
You're right,
I don't
you're
like
right.
it when the Singh brothers get too involved. Like, I don't like it when anybody gets too involved.
I agree.
They always go over the line when it comes to their managers.
We have somebody
And
that's
you make
trying
them
to
get too
deplete
involved.
your character.
Like, don't
like,
get too involved. You can get
so-
involved, but don't.
Do
and
I
I
talk
know
to
that's
you
a thin
or
line,
that little
and I
midget
get that
behind you?
that's a thin line, but
Exactly.
they always have to go way overboard and get way too involved. So as we close out our prediction show, I hope that there's somebody still listening to us.
Well, it's gonna set up for WrestleMania.
hour and a half later.
I don't give a shit.
With
do you got?
it being the Punjabi prison match, does that mean though that it increases or decreases the chance of Baron Corbin cashing in his Money in the Bank contract?
I beg to differ. That opens up
So I'm
a
asking,
possibility
is it
for a
plus
new
or a
champion.
minus towards
For a
it?
new champion that maybe we don't know about. Makes it very
Is
accessible.
it a plus though or a minus?
I think it's a plus.
Plus,
I
because
think
they
it's
just
plus.
beat the living hell out of each other in this Punjabi prison, and then he swoops in and picks the bones at the end.
Well, we
kinda
already know
thing?
the story. And so I think it's a plus that maybe there's somebody that we don't know about. What was it?
Well, even I don't care about who we don't know about, but I'm talking about Baron Corbin cashing in his
What-
Money in the Bank
I
or not.
know, that's what I'm getting at. Hold on. What was the 2 matches that we're talking about tonight?
We talked about.
UK.
Oh, I don't know who fought. In
And
that.
where did they go?
Can't
Oh, we're
think of their
talking
names
about
right
like,
now.
man, those matches were dope.
Yeah, that was
Like that was dope, and where'd they go? So would this be something? I know I'm gonna be a damper. Is this gonna be that situation to where it sounded so good, but just didn't pound out? But we
You mean
set
with
it
Baron
up.
Corbin even having the Money in the Bank in the first place?
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm thinking that maybe they might have Baron not even win the title, even if he cashes in, because I don't think he's the best
I'm with
winner of Money in the Bank. I'm not.
You. He's not a champ.
See, that's the thing with Money in the Bank is whoever wins Money in the Bank, they're going to be the champ. That's the idea.
I understand that.
Yeah,
But
that's the idea that makes it kind of cool.
as far as what you're saying, though,
And
is
I'm
that
with you. I don't see him as the
you
champ.
don't have to. You gotta. You know what? I'd rather have you talk than wrestle. Because you're playing that character, you're fucking rolling it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you and talk.
I know.
Hearing you talk.
I know what you're saying, and we're not saying
what I
we
mean?
want to see Enzo Amore as the champion, but
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 so now what do you do? Like, what's going on? And in this division, though, it is kind of helter skelter. You know, the tippy tails. You know, heavier too thin. I just
don't-
feel there's gonna be a surprise.
I think they need to bring up some new talent in both on. I think new talent needs to come in on Tuesday night with the tag teams. Their singles are perfect. Like, their men's division is awesome. They can use some help in the women's division just as far as depth goes. But the top is really you can't get any better than their top as far as their women's division is concerned. I don't think.
I think that's why all the other divisions been on because they're playing
Monday night though, I think they need some help. They need some
That's
talent.
what I'm
They need
getting
some
at.
interesting people.
Exactly, that's what I'm getting at.
They've
So
got 3 hours to
their
fill. That's
plan,
a long time.
their induction just did not work. The flow didn't have it. The wrestlers just didn't do it. And it's not a bash against them. Totally. I couldn't do that. Honestly. Wrestling and all that shit and everything. I think that they got something golden and they're sitting on it right now and they're just building it up and building it up and building it up.
They need to start building because
Well, that's the thing.
We've
Like,
got-
we're talking about the UK and that little division, that match. Like, wow, that was so dope.
yeah, I know.
So why are they silent? Why do we not know about them? And right now would be a perfect time to introduce them.
Yeah, well, they
And
need
just,
something.
Here you go. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't think they will, but
Why
it'd
not?
be cool. But
You built them up before, and then all of a sudden now haven't done anything for how long?
man.
So obviously you had a plan. So plan B didn't work. Right? So let's
Plan
take
A,
advantage
B,
of these.
C.
Yeah, let's take advantage of these chumps. And let's see where it goes.
Yeah. Okay. So
What do you got?
Anyway, let's wrap this thing up because we're pushing way too much.
We're dope.
Yeah. Anyway.
We're fucking DOP dope.
You want to
dope
follow
under
us
shit.
on Twitter, please hit us up there at Steve and Jay Show. You can send us an email, thesteveandjayshow@gmail.com. Hit us up on our website,
You smooth.
steveandjayshow.com. You can find us on Facebook. Search for us, Steve and Jay Show. You should be able to find us on there. Like our page on there if you could, please. We would appreciate it very much. So
I have something to say.
if you could also hit subscribe down below and click that bell if you want to be notified when we post new stuff. We promise we won't post things at 2:30 a.m. like we are recording this right now on Sunday morning. We won't post it until Sunday afternoon.
Can I say
Promise.
something? That was sexy. That was cool.
Okay.
That introduction.
Yes.
I get it.
Any hoot.
That was cool as shit. So anywho,
Yes. Let's wrap it up.
got you.
We're done. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. Please, like I said, follow us on Twitter. Please hit subscribe down below. We appreciate it. Thank you for listening. I hope you're still listening. Sorry for running so long. Thank you.